Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Jen Crowell, the Art Gal, and we've spent the last 7 weeks talking about the elements of art. Line, color, shape, space, value, form, and texture. And today, we're going to play the Great Art Roll-Up and wrap up everything we've learned in a super fun game. As always, there'll be a link in the description where you can find the game. So here's what you need today. The game, the Great Art Roll-Up, the instructions, the guide in case you forgot what any of the elements are. There's a recording sheet if you need it, and an assessment if you want to keep a record of what they've learned. You'll also need a piece of paper, something to draw with, and of course, a dice. So now that you know what you need, let's skip to the good part and make some art. Okay, so for roll number 1, I will roll here, and depending upon what number I get, that will tell me what I need to draw. Okay, I have my game board and my recording sheet and my dice, and I'm actually going to roll my dice in my little bowl that I made last week just to make sure it stays on my table. So for roll number 1, we're rolling for the type of line we're going to use in our art. I'm going to roll the dice, and I got a 3, which is a zigzag line. So on my recording sheet, I would fill this in with zigzag. And then I will continue for roll 2 all the way through 6, record it on my sheet, and we'll come back and see what my results are. Okay, so I've completed my round and I've rolled all the way through for all of my elements. I have zigzag lines, organic shapes, black and white plus 1 color, repeated marks for my texture, space is to fill the page, and my value is to add dark shadows. If I've forgotten what any of those things mean, like organic shapes, I can come right here. Organic shapes are free-form shapes found in nature. Zigzag lines, any questions that I might have. So I'm going to set that aside. I can use these boxes on my recording sheet to practice any of my design elements before I move to my final piece, but I'm just going to go straight in. So I have organic shapes. The white is obviously going to be my paper, but I'm going to use black marker, and I'm going to make some organic shapes on my sheet. Okay, organic shapes, check. My 1 color is going to be blue, and so I'm going to use my blue to add in some zigzag lines to my shapes. Okay, I've used my zigzags and my black and white plus 1 color. My space, I have to fill the page. So I'm going to cut my page down to make it a little easier to know where I have to work. So I'm going to keep going with my organic shapes until I have filled the page. And I'm going to add more zigzags to those shapes. Okay, now because there's no wrong way to play this game, I'm going to get my board back out and roll for the color of my texture. To make repeated marks, but let's see what color I can use. 4. So 4 would be complementary colors, which are complementary colors are colors that are opposite on the color wheel. So we already have blue, So let's go completely opposite from that, and let's go purple and yellow. So get this out of the way. I'm going to grab a purple and a yellow, and I'm just going to make some repeated marks across my art here. So the last thing is to make some dark shadows. So I'm going to take my black marker again, and I'm just going to thicken up these lines down here across the bottom of the shapes, as if the light was shining down on my paper. And so then these now become my darker shadows. And that's it. That's my completed artwork using my Great Art Roll-Up game. I've used all of the elements that we've learned about these past 7 weeks in one piece of art. Here's another one that I did when I rolled a second time. Can you tell what elements of art I got this time? This game is available for download on our website along with the rest of the elements of art. You can also opt for a printed copy, and we'll send you the game and your own die. This has been so much fun, and I can't wait to see you next week when we leave the studio and head to the big island of Hawaii. See you there. Bye.